And Ari, we can't emphasize this enough. I keep using the word brawl, the octagon, like UFC, whatever you want to call it, that SEC tournament. I want your take as we bring you back in, my wingman, Coach Ari. Might be better. You don't go there with the mentality you want to lose. Might be better, though, to maybe take an early loss on Friday and not play Saturday and Sunday and beat yourselves up further. Or maybe you disagree with that mentality.
It's tough because you want to continue. You want to have continuity, with the way that your team plays. I get it, like that mentality also, like, hey, save ourselves for the big dance, right? But that's tough. These guys are competitors. These kids are competitors. They want to win every game that they play. So, I don't think that they would trade in their trophy if they would win it and have to play. But what Vince was saying was absolutely right. It's going to be very, like, getting that double bye is going to be huge, a huge advantage for the teams that do get it. But it is going to be tough on itself. Is this going to be something where we're going to see that the treads on the tires be a little bit too smooth come tournament time because they beat each other so much?
And we haven't, can I interject? I don't mean to interrupt, but we haven't talked about Missouri is good.
Yep.
Vanderbilt is good. I mean, you got dangerous teams at this tournament. Texas A&M can probably get it back together. Arkansas had been playing well until they nosedived today against South Carolina. You legitimately have in the second tier 3 or 4 teams that can probably win a couple of games or maybe make a run in this. It just tells you how tough this conference is going to be on itself. Just to point this out, Alabama lost on the quarterfinal Friday last year, and then ended up making the Final Four. I'm not saying that it benefited them and that was the biggest reason why. It's just something to consider that, and they've had success. Nate Oates and company won the SEC tournament previously a couple of years ago. But if you're Bruce Pearl and you're Auburn and you don't have to play knockdown, drag out with Alabama, Tennessee, Florida in some combination on Saturday and Sunday, it may not be the worst thing in the world.
Probably not. No, I mean, and speaking of Texas A&M, I think their next game is Auburn. So, like,
what a gauntlet! It's just a gauntlet. Again, Alabama's next game is Florida. Off the A&M win, and then after that, they're playing Auburn at Auburn to end the season before they ever get to Nashville.
So it's right, and it's look. I'm excited about conference tournament. I always love it. I think that we kind of overlook it every year until we actually get there. You're like, dang, this is some great basketball. You get some buzzer beaters. You get teams that make runs, like NC State last year, obviously making that run and ended up in the Final Four. They wouldn't have made the tournament had they not won the ACC. So, could that happen with an SEC team? Who knows? Could Arkansas end up cutting the nets? I doubt it, because the top tier, especially like Auburn, it's just in Tennessee and Alabama, those teams are legit Final Four teams. Is a Missouri another team that we could talk about making the Final Four? Sure. Florida, obviously, is another team. They have a lot of guys, a lot of teams that can make it to the Final Four. And then they have a lot of teams, like you said, that's that second tier that can make it to the second
and we didn't even mention Ole Miss, Mississippi State.
Absolutely.
They can probably win a couple of games.
They can probably win a couple of games too. So it's a flooded conference. They're just been killing each other the whole year. I expect the SEC to be beyond Thunderdome. We just need some Tina Turner and some.
I love it. Mel Gibson.
We don't need another hero, right?
3 years ago, we go the late Tina Turner and Mel Gibson.